Welcome to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, your host. And today I'm so excited. Tabnie Dozier's here on the set.
Yay!
I am so excited. Now, for those of you who may not know, they may not know you. If they've been watching us on our other formats, they will know. And if they've watched you on Colo News, if they're local, they will know. I'm honored because not only are you my friend, you're award-winning journalist that we have blessed to have as a co-host, freelance media specialist. You have your own consulting firm. You are just everywhere, and I'm all about Deb. You are all over Tabnie, and you're sharing stories of people from all over the United States. And I'm honored to have you sitting on our couch, which is your couch right now.
Great.
So welcome.
Yes.
What do you think?
First
Dream
of
Pilot.
all,
We're at Dream Pilot Films in Sparks, Nevada.
Wow, and congrats to you. Congrats to you. You are to be celebrated. You are to be lit as beautifully as we are. Big shout out to Dream Pilot. This is a great production.
Brandon came and said, "Hey Deb, the last few years you got to do this," and I'm like, I was so scared, but sometimes you just have to jump. And you were going to meet Joe Dutra the next segment, and he pushed me over the edge, and he's part of the main reason why I'm here. He's been a mentor of mine, so I'm really looking forward to the next segment when Joe is on with owner of Kimmie Candies. So so you've been traveling. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, the update on me, Tabnie Dozier Enterprises is the media company that I run, and we're heading into a year already.
I remember you just started.
Oh my stars. It is incredible. And like you mentioned, I'm an Emmy award-winning journalist, and the 4 avenues that I'm operating with my company: press release distribution, event planning and hosting, storytelling, which is either visual
my favorite
or written, which I love, and public speaking training, which is, I didn't have that in my wheelhouse until people were asking. I'm nervous about going on camera. I'm nervous about speaking in front of crowds. Can you help?
Hello, I'm nervous. Just saying.
So it's been wonderful. So yes, in May I was in Louisville for the Kentucky Derby. So we have not caught up.
I know.
Since then, which was incredible, working the red carpets, doing behind the scenes for a big diversity summit that happens in Louisville every year. Back out here, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Karma Box, Black Community Collective, a handful of nonprofits have already been soliciting to get going with storytelling, which you said is your favorite avenue of my business.
It's a gift.
It is.
Y'all have a story out there. We will tell your story. It's so important. And behind every business, behind every entrepreneur, we have a story. And today we're going to hear Joe Dutra's story and Parker story. And when you hear about, I met, Parker maybe 10 years ago, and he's really been a big part of my brand, my new brand, not my new brand, but together we're one heart.
Your revamped brand.
It was a revamp, but it was during COVID. And, he just jumped in, literally jumped in and just said, I got ya. How cool is that? So you're going to hear from two men in our community. And then at the end of the show, you're going to hear the last segment, Shannon, with Soak Nail Spa. She's jumped in with her team, and I really have problems with my nails, and I'm really not bold, so I kind of went to a little bit pinker.
Okay.
I'm trying
we get you there. We'll get Shannon, we'll get her some oranges and some yellows.
I don't know, but we're going to talk about that because summer's coming, and she might make me or say, why don't you try it? Maybe a little flour on it. I don't know, but we're gonna hear all about that. And without our sponsors, we really wouldn't be able to be here. So I really do want Surratt Law Practice. Kim is amazing, and I know she's having a great summer and being out and about, and she loves Joe Dutra, so she's probably jealous that she's not on set with him. Dream Pilot Films, of course, Brandon, and then Design on Edge. They do all my designs and stuff, and they've been with me since day one.
And Miss Blythe, who has dressed you.
Oh, you know Blythe.
Hello, I love me some Blythe.
I love my Blythe. So yes, I'm going to just have to be a little honest. I had my little notes, which said who they were. You just need to go into Blythe at Labels on First Street. If you're visiting Reno, she has a lot of visitors because people from all over send her their very fancy clothes. Correct. And then some of them are brand new. People like the shoes, they're brand new. And anyway, she's getting me out of my box. So if you have suggestions, different things, go to labels and tell Blythe, I want Deb to wear this, and we'll see if I'll do it.
Well, baby, you are head to toe fabulous today.
I'm trying.
What are we
just
talking
like
about?
You, so.
I had to get dressed up for the new set.
I know, you did.
The past ones, you're
just coming in and you're like
leggings and boots, right? Because it's also been cold.
I told you. Like, but we forgot one more thing. There's one more community member that's part of my About Town Deb team, Trace with Caliber.
Oh.
Check out the hair.
Go ahead.
So this is my look.
Yes.
Yes.
And you had a braid the last time we met
always
at
have
the
a braid.
start of spring.
I love wearing braids.
It looks great.
It's like it's my signature. And Trace, he's part of it. Like Blythe is a part. All of you guys.
It takes a village.
It takes a village. It takes more than a village to handle me. I am glad I got Tabnie here. So I'm really excited though.
Yes.
Any like what was one of your best moments or best memories before we?
Before we dive into work. Yes.
And then we're going to have a toast. Well, we'll wait for Joe.
Okay. We'll bring him in. No, Deb, it's just the arrival of myself as my own brand and my own entity. Not necessarily a moment, but I worked the Kentucky Derby when I worked at the ABC affiliate in Louisville. And now that I was back, my first time back as Tabnie Dozier Enterprises, is simply mind-blowing, and I'm so grateful. So yeah, of course I got to, see Peyton Manning and Emmett Smith and Jack Harlow.
Did you tell him hello from Reno?
I know it. I was like, I'm on the West Coast.
Did you say hello from Reno?
And you know what's so funny? Boys to Men is there often, and they recognize my face.
Yeah, baby.
And but I'm like, I live out west now. I'm working freelance, and it just felt incredible to be able. The Derby was a great race. That was a great race this past May, and so. That's really the joy, the spark from May, since I haven't seen you, is really just stepping into my own.
Well, there's one more little spark that we need to share. When you got back, we were both at GSR.
Yes.
And we saw each other, and people, I think we screamed.
No,
we literally,
squealed.
I thought she was still out of town, and I was like, I hope I see Tabnie. And we were, for the Lion King, they did a beautiful we were on stage, a sneak peek, and we saw each other. We just ran the moment, the Lion King, and we just squealed. And I told you about the set, and I was so excited. And here we are a week later. We're back on set together.
Yeah. Well, and shout out to Reno, Nevada, Northern Nevada. The Broadway show, The Lion King, only added 2 new stops in the nation.
One of them.
Come on now.
It was pretty darn cool.
That's incredible for us.
I loved it.
So that's in November, which we shall be talking about that as it gets closer, I'm sure.
Well,
but it was great to run into you. We saw so many familiar faces, Jen Eastwood, and so many folks. It was just really joyful.
So we're going to do a quick quote before we go out on break. And then Joe Dutra, see all of our Kimmie Candy. And there's even one he said to me when he saw me, do you want some calm? I think I need some calm. So this is cool. To breathe the same air as angels, you must go to Tahoe, Mark Twain. And our next segment after Joe, we're going to be talking about Tahoe Heartbeat brand. Together we're one heart. It all blends together. We'll be right back. It's About Town Deb McCarthy, and Tabnie Dozier. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Brandon Bianco, and I own Dream Pilot Films here in Reno. I founded this company in 2016 with a mission to help people, organizations, and businesses become unstoppable towards reaching their goals through cinematic video and high-quality photography. We've worked on both sides of the camera, producing commercials, events, documentaries, social media content, weddings, music videos, YouTube series, reality, short films, as well as many other types of projects. But we're more than just a video production company. We also have a print marketing division, graphic and web design, as well as a social media management department. Our goal is to help you market your brand through any of our departments in a way that helps you stand out above the rest and impress your clients and audience. The digital age is here, and we can boost your visibility to where it needs to be to compete with the leaders in your industry. We look forward to putting our talents to use and push your message forward.
Welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, as Tabnie Dozier's here on set. It's so much fun. We always have fun together, and we want to have fun with you. So we want you to give us your ideas of who you want to see on here, what you want to chat about. But today, we want to chat about Joe Dutra, the CEO, owner of Kimmie Candies in Sparks, Nevada. Hello,
Reno.
Reno.
Not Sparks.
Okay. Reno and what was that saying about Sparks? You're a spark away.
We're from the biggest little city.
We are right now with Dream Pilot Films.
Yeah,
And we're in Sparks.
we're in
and
Sparks.
it's not that far to get
It is
to
not.
from here. So just so you know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
For those who are not familiar, like myself, tell us about start with your business.
So Kimmie Candy is a manufacturer of panned confections here in Reno. We're one of the largest candy manufacturers in the state of Nevada. We sell all across the United States, Canada, Mexico, and export to about 8 different countries. We have a whole line of protein candies, a whole line of our Choco Rocks and Sunburst, our national brands. We've just in the last number of months purchased another company out of Boulder, Colorado called Good Day Chocolate that's in all the Whole Foods and Sprouts around the world. And
That's
so
so
we're,
exciting.
we're a little bit of sweetness for Reno. I think.
He's more than sweetness, okay? You're also an advocate for our community, Joe. You know, you belong to many boards, you go to all the events, you support us all, and it's thundering, just in case you hear that.
And God just
Woo! Joe's on set.
That was God giving us high
That was God.
fives.
Okay, Joe's on set. But I wanted Joe here today because June is Outdoor Month, and it's also Business Effective Communications Month.
Didn't know
And
that.
I figured that you communicate all over the darn world. I have heard you. We go on wine trips, and he's up at 4 a.m. doing business with somebody in what?
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Yeah. So how cool is that? We have a world traveler here over the country, and you deal with so many different other businesses. What else do you deal with as well as the chocolate business?
So I was a farmer originally from Sacramento, California, and then I got into the candy business kind of by mistake in 2000, and we moved, had production in Busan, Korea for a number of years, and we moved everything back on shore to Reno in 2008, and we produce all our candy now here in Reno.
Locally?
All local, yep. And so my other companies, I've always been in the ag business. So I have an ag seed company called West Tech, which is does non-GMO corn and alfalfa into Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Libya and UAE. And so we were just opening up an office in Abu Dhabi that will start selling some of our candy as well as some of our agricultural supplies. So.
Well, and I just think that's incredible because I struggle with the time zones in America. Having business in Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, and living in Pacific. Since it is Business Effective Communications Month, what are some tips that you would give in terms of those who may want to expand globally? Communication is essential. It doesn't work without it.
It is, yeah. And then you have to find good partners, and you have to have people you can work with within those countries because you have to navigate through a lot of bureaucracy and documentation. In fact, I'm doing some projects in Egypt, and the documents that you have to come up with are, kind of onerous. And so I think that when you're traveling, when you're doing time zones, just to get to Abu Dhabi or Dubai is 17 hours direct flight from Los Angeles. So by the time you get there, you've already spent 24 hours in planes and airports. Yeah. So it's a long journey to get over there. So you have to be able to adapt quickly to the time zones and eat well and stay healthy because the worst thing you can do is get over there and be sick.
So speaking about eat well and stay healthy, this is another part of our theme today. You have some new products that I literally, I first sampled these, was it 2 years, a year ago? I'm really bad at time. They are so darn good. Tell us a little bit about the protein because we are going to be talking about Tahoe and going on hiking.
Sure.
And tell us a little bit about.
Well, we developed a line of protein candies for GNC a number of years ago. And then we decided that we would launch our own brands. So each one of the bags that you see contains 10 grams of protein in 2 ounces.
How about that?
So every ounce contains about 5 grams of protein. We use whey protein, plant protein, and as well as pea protein in our products. So it's a great treat. And then we also have another line that we just got into the California school systems of our Sunburst and our baby dino eggs, which are a chickpea covered in dark chocolate with a candy shell. And now we're just starting to sell those into the California school system as a smart snack. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to do better for you type products, because I think everybody loves candy, and it's a treat in everybody's life and families. And if you can put a little bit of benefit into a sweet treat, people will enjoy it and they won't feel as guilty, because we all feel guilty about eating candy to some extent. But remember, it's always a treat.
Yeah.
Yes, and we also, Joe loves to go to the El Dorado wine country. We're going to ask a little bit of personal stuff here because I know you don't mind. So do you have any favorite wineries that you like to go to El Dorado, which we're in Reno, Nevada. So you go over 80 or go over 50. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes away. And we have the About Town Deb wine here. Because we both know Mike with Crystal Basin. And Courtney said, hey, Deb, you need a wine label, and it goes really well with your candy, by the way. And we donate a portion of every bottle to Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. I do it in memory of my dad, because my dad said, hey, you just gotta love, man. You gotta give back. And Joe is the kind of person who loves with his heart.
Yeah, it's a wonderful organization.
Yeah.
And the wine's great. Crystal Basin makes amazing wines.
Yeah.
And some of the other ones I like is E16,
I love E16
and MD Winery. And when we travel, it's just, it's wonderful to travel with Deb.
We have a kick.
Yeah, her and George are just really fun people to be with.
And sometimes we have, did we have 14? I think we had 15 people in the last group. So we will do wine tours. You want them, we will spoil you.
Look, me.
Okay.
First and foremost.
But I do want to have a toast to Tabnie, number one, but definitely to Joe, because those of you may not know, honestly, when I first met Joe, I was way back at Nevada Matters at Reno Town Mall. Way back then, Eddie Floyd, thank you, shout out, because he saw something in me that I didn't even see. You saw it in me, I didn't see. I stuttered like crazy, couldn't even say hello, and they wanted me to be doing this stuff. I'm like, what? I'd rather be behind the scenes, but eventually over the years, thanks to Joe and thanks to many other people, they saw something in me that I didn't see. And we want you out there to know that we see something in you. You need to follow your heart. And when you feel like you're falling, man, grab that person who says, hey, I got you. And don't be afraid to say, take my hand, get me up. And that's what, Parker did that for me in the pandemic when I really wanted to do something, and I couldn't have done it without him. And like you, all these years. So I really am grateful to have. So let's do a cheers. I've been waiting all day to have this. Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, there's a big stretch. So you have to come to us. There you go.
Well, this is a cheers.
It's a cheers to
seeing the light in others, right?
Oh, yes.
Seeing the light in others. That's
so good.
awesome.
Yes.
I love hearing this personal. You have him on to talk about his business, but y'all have a relationship.
No, that is about who I am. Our community here, and we'll go beyond here. If you want to come see us, we'll make it happen.
Right.
I feel like you can't forget where you started. It's the story. It's your story. It's Joe's story. And Joe's followed my story since I've been in this town. And there's been moments where I literally was in tears and said, I need you. And I'd go in his office and he'd calm me down. And I told us, and he's like, it's going to be okay. You need that mentor. You need to reach out. And talking about communications, if we don't communicate well, no one's going to know that we're having a bad day or we're freaking out. You need to be open and honest and accept the help. And we're almost to the end. But Joe, you have a lot of really cool stories. Can you pick one of them? I'm telling you, he's a great party guest.
Well, I think the best part is in 2016, we won the Presidential E Award for exports under Obama. And we were the first candy company to ever win it in the United States in 60 years.
Whoa.
Only the 9th company to ever win it in Nevada in 60 years. And then the next year, we actually represented the state of Nevada at the very first Made in America Day at the White House. Got to spend the whole day in the White House.
How cool.
And got to, give everybody, President Trump and Pence and all the congressmen, all our candy. It was amazing. At the end of the day, I got a phone call. There was a producer that wanted me to go on national television. And of course, I told him, I said, I'm out of town, and I hung up.
Yeah.
And Shannon goes, well, who was that? And I go, that was the producer of Fox Business News in New York.
Oh, Joe.
And she goes, call him back and tell him I'm in the White House. And I called him back. I said, hey, Mike, I'm in the White House. He goes, Joe, I'm sending the limo to pick you up right now. So this is one of the best days in the whole world, right? Spent the whole day in the White House, get picked up by a limo, do my 2 seconds worth of national television. And And
my mindset says branding. I see branding all over that.
He's
Branding in the White House, branding to the congressmen and women, branding on the national house.
That is what.
and I always used to start, when I say good morning from Reno, Nevada, the sweetest little town in Nevada. And so, so
and we
it's fun.
love you for that. So we are at the end of the segment, but how do we get a hold of you? Like if you would love to, you could take a tour at the candy place.
Yeah.
So how do we get a hold of
we're
you?
at 405 Edison Way. You can come in. We have a big tasting bar. You can try all our candies for free. We've got videos, virtual tours. We're going to hopefully maybe by the end of summer start opening up the factory again
I
to
would love
walking
that.
tours.
I would love
We
that.
kind of stopped because of COVID. But we love to have anybody come in and just try all our products.
And a website real quick?
And www.kimmiecandy.com. So come visit us.
Beautiful. Well, it's my first time meeting him, so thank you for the opportunity.
Hello, that is what I
On the
do.
guest list, baby. You're on it
on the
already.
guest list.
And we got wine.
And the guests are only going to get better and better.
Yes.
But nothing tops my sweet Joe Dutra.
Oh,
so
thank
I love
you.
you. And
Thank
tell
you.
So
Shannon
much.
hello.
Yeah.
And I love Shannon. Thank you for all the years of our community and what you've done for me. So we are going to be munching on some protein
That's
and
right.
drinking some red wine and checking out the Good Day chocolate
The
brand.
calm. That's what
Calm.
he said
I
we
need a
needed.
calm.
That's what
Yeah.
you need. You need some calm.
I need a calm.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Stat.
Calm. So Kimmie Candy it is my favorite, and I love Dorinda's chocolate. Thank gosh you guys work together. I wouldn't be able to have two chocolate companies. So I love you both. Joe, I love you. Tell Shannon hi.
Thank you for everything you do for the community.
Thank you. And I will see you soon. And we're going to take our next break, and we'll be back. We're going to be talking about some Tahoe time and some Heartbeat Branding. Be right back. Branding. Be right back. Welcome back. It's About Town Deb with City Talk. Debbie McCarthy. We are at Dream Pilot Films in Sparks, Nevada. Tabnie's here, my co-host, and I am even more excited. I have Parker Alexander here. We go way back too,
We do.
and you're like all grown up now.
That's true. We've come a long way.
We've come a long way,
Yeah.
and you are not just, you're like Joe. You are so involved in the community. You're involved with nonprofits. You're at every event. You're always out there. You give back and give back. And I know that South Tahoe is really close to your heart. Tahoe Heartbeat, and we'll go a little bit about that. But owner and founder of Tahoe Heartbeat and the Tahoe Heartbeat brand, which when you started, it was Tahoe Heartbeat. And I remember you, so we're going to let you tell a little bit about your story. So really tell us what makes your heart beat.
Oh man, everything. That's why this began. I'm building the Heartbeat brand. It's the Heartbeat brand. It's kind of what we're running under now. So from Tahoe Heartbeat, I'm born and raised in Tahoe. So I love Tahoe so much with all my heart. It's just such a beautiful, amazing place that I was just hand drawing the outline of Tahoe on hats and just wanted to wear Tahoe. And then I saw something with an EKG and I put it on a hat and I posted it on Facebook and Instagram and had 200 orders overnight. Like everyone wanted one. And I was like, I think I started a business.
How many years ago was this?
So this was 2016, summer of 2016. Wow. I was just hand drawn. I've been creating forever. I was crocheting beanies when I was 14. And then,
I like that
I've been into fashion, into all the creative arts and things for a long time. And then Tahoe Heartbeat, I hand drew the first 200 hats. And then last year we sold 55,000 hats. So things are on the move.
That's incredible. For someone who's not a local like myself, and of course us expanding beyond this region, what is it about Tahoe that has grabbed your heart?
So honestly, just everything. Tahoe is just so special. We have the lake, we have the mountains, we have the trees, the nature, all the activities, all the outdoor. I'm super athletic and sporty. So just being able to do all those things And then, but from that I realized that it wasn't just Tahoe Heartbeat. People love everything, people love Nevada. So Nevada Heartbeat, California. Then I went on to trademark every state, and now we're running with sports, and we have golf and fishing and hunting and pickleball. And so we're building the passion brand. We're allowing you to wear something.
Every state? Every
state and every sport. We have over 100 logos, and we're on pace to launch a new logo every 2 to 3 months. We're going crazy.
How do you even be that creative? Do you sleep? Do you ever sleep?
I mean, it is nonstop. I'm designing like a madman, and I'm 16-hour days. I'm hands-on. Yeah. But that's how you have to be when we're doing. Like Joe knows, we're out there hustling. I'm working.
We are our brand.
You are the brand.
Yeah,
exactly.
we are our brand.
I live it. We breathe it, eat it, drink it every day of our lives. And I was at Reno River Fest all weekend, and I'm out there selling hats, talking to people, mingling, and telling people what we're doing.
Yeah, and the point I like to make about Tahoe is it's the most inclusive place, because if you're sports, I learned snowboarding when I moved, and learning how to snowboard in your 30s, baby. Yeah. It hurts falling and getting back up a lot more than when you're a kid.
Hey, it hurts worse when you're in your 60s. Just so you know, baby. Don't be complaining.
But what I love about it is, my mother who comes and is, doesn't want to go skiing down a mountain. It has something for everyone. If you take a walk, if you just breathe the air, you go to journal, speak to your higher power. It is, I call it the most inclusive place.
It is. It's everything about it. It's so tranquil. Like, I'll take the boat out just by myself, just to be like in the middle of the lake on the boat by yourself. You're in real peace. There's no one around. You're just surrounded by mountains and water. And I'm like, that's my vacation. That's my little break.
With your brand, you also have causes that you are a part of. Really, I'm the whole nonprofit girl. So I really would love you to share about why that's so important to you as well.
I've just always been, I'm just a natural giver. I just love to give. I just truly do. It is. Yeah, we're just givers, together we're one heart. So it's kind of that, and actually building that as a brand, like I say, like the Little Heartbeat Army, to be able to give back more and work with nonprofits. Like we pretty much do. So any nonprofit that wants to check in, we're happy to make you hats at cost so you can make profit on them. That's our offering. Like, we make hats for Care Chest of Nevada, Keep Tahoe Blue, for Clean Up the Lake, who's doing a scuba dive, cleaning up the whole bottom of the lake, Tahoe Fund, and we're working with everybody now, which is super fun, because I'm able to use my creativity and my resources to be able to use that to give back. And so it's exciting to be able to, we'll probably start working with the American Heart Association soon, and just kind of everything, because if we can help you raise money, we're happy to do it.
What is that emotion when you go from designs that, okay, now we have a business, cool. Oh, now I'm in abundance. Now I have staff. Oh, now I can give back to the beloved community, that I care for. So what are those emotions?
That's just for me, because I'm just such a passionate person about what I do. We are building the passion brand essentially. And just being able to do that it's overwhelming. It's hard to even explain. I'm just so excited to be able to do that. I think a lot of people dream to be able to give back, but it's so much easier said than done. So once you build something that you can give back, and I can work with you, and we can grow stuff together, it's just so gratifying. I absolutely love being able to do that.
And you know what was cool? It was the pandemic. And I wanted to do something.
It wasn't a cool pandemic.
Right. Because you started the sentence saying, what was cool? The pandemic.
No.
We want to rework that.
You're cool. You're the cool dude.
But we made something cool out of
it. Cool. Not COVID.
Okay. We had our first Debbie moment. Yay. I love it.
I just like to joke.
No, I'm glad. No, you were supposed to.
I latched on too with that one.
I'm just going to show you, because Parker had these really cool face masks. And they were, I'm not going to show you because I wore this a lot and it's kind of dirty on the inside, but you gave these away.
Yeah, we sold a bunch.
You donated a lot.
We were making them for hospitals.
At the height of
we made some, that was, that was kind of what saved us, was making masks, because we were able to sell them for cheap, just because everybody needed masks, but they had Tahoe on them, so they were beautiful.
And the heartbeat.
And that actually really, it was like a COVID come up for us. Yeah. But it was also, I was like, okay, what next? Oh, we need PPE. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make what I can make.
But it worked out well, because I wanted to do something. So I had these wristbands made. Together we're one heart. We gave them to the hospital workers,
first responders,
and grocery stores.
Well, they're essential too.
They are.
That's why I call them first responders.
So I called Parker and I said, I really wanted, can we partner? And he's like, of course. He totally, and so question. We have his brand on here, the top, and then we have Together We're One Heart. Yeah. And he came over the big box, put him in the trunk, and we donated, I want to say, like half or $5. Anyway, I donated
Yeah.
quite a bit to Children's Cancer Foundation, but I wouldn't have been able to do that. You give everybody an opportunity to share their heart.
Absolutely.
And you could have said, "Oh, I'm going to charge you double," but no, you give it to the nonprofits for your cost. And
For sure.
thank you. Like, who does that?
yeah.
You do that.
That's just, I think that's, I think my parents, I guess, or whoever, that's just like having good character and good morals and, wanting to send that back into the world.
Well, and you get to do what you love for a living and then some.
Pretty great.
And that's rare.
Yeah.
We know that.
We know, yeah. Probably a lot of us. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily
Well,
work if we love what we're doing
we're
around here.
enjoying
No,
Yeah.
totally do.
Yeah.
If you had something to say to a young, even I'm saying 16, 17, how old were you when you first
Yeah.
had your vision?
My first, well,
Were you
this
crocheting
this
at
I was
14?
like,
Crocheting.
my first source of income, I was crocheting beanies, selling them for $25 in high school. And so I sold probably 200 beanies. And so it's kind of always been something in my blood. But I would say just go for it. Like if you want to be creative, if you want to think of anything, really be open to the options that you don't have to just do what everyone else has done or what you're told to do. You can get creative. You can think out of the box.
Or what society leads you
exactly.
to. They don't too much.
I didn't know I was
promote
going
the
to
arts.
have a thriving hat
Come
company,
on.
but and it took me till I was 29 to figure this out. So like we all say like, oh, I would have loved to be ahead of this right now, but no, you're in no hurry.
You're where you need to be.
figure it out, but just keep the doors open, because if you keep doors open, they'll keep opening.
That's inspirational.
I know. That's
He's speaking.
why.
He's speaking to me.
That is why he's here.
Exactly.
I'm
That's a
telling
good
you.
We're keeping all the doors open.
We're keeping all the doors open.
Yep.
And I was going to say, he mentioned trademarking states. I mean, can people support you from all over the U.S.?
Yeah, so right now we're just in California, Nevada, Idaho, and Florida, Virgin Islands and Cabo. But
Virgin Islands and Cabo.
we're
No
launching.
biggie.
No
we're
biggie.
launching.
Okay, no
mostly
biggie.
so I could go be warm in the winter.
I know. I follow you
so
on
that's
Facebook.
why Hawaii Heartbeat is launching in August. Because
You've been traveling, I know.
I'm out of here.
See ya.
This winter.
Especially
stuff.
after this one.
As much as I love it, yeah, it's small doses now. But yeah, we're launching a new logo every 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
Wow.
Hawaii, Texas, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, and then hunting's on its way. Pickleball. We're just marching right now. We're starting to do trade shows next year. So we're in 230 stores, and we should be in a couple thousand in the next year or
Awesome.
two.
So
we're
how do we get a hold of these hats?
So the best way is to go to theheartbeatbrand.com.
Theheartbeatbrand.com.
Yeah, that's our website. And from there, you can click to become a wholesaler. You can shop. You can find all our retailers. You can click the custom tab if you want a custom, if you're a nonprofit, any of it. It's all super simple. We'd like to make it just easy. And I get the emails for everything. So
I think
I'm involved.
Joe's
I
going to
live
talk to you
this.
about that, because he's been talking to me
Okay.
about doing some
do
more
it.
co-branding. So I think Joe and I have a conversation coming up.
Perfect.
Well, we're out of time already.
It was lovely.
Thank you. Feel free to take your glass of wine with you and sit and watch.
quick.
Oh, here, let's do a
Just
cheers.
Real quick. Yes. Cheers to entrepreneurship.
Yes.
May I say for this one? Entrepreneurship. For that
So
one.
cheers.
Thank you guys.
So we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about polish on our toes. Shannon is going to be here, so thank you. We'll be right back. It's About Town Deb and Tabnie. One of my goals was to start posting photos without filters, but I don't have to now. I can go out without makeup now and feel confident. I picked Hall and Rye because I knew I could trust. Everything just went smoothly. They're just so calming, and they help you, and they're there with you. You need to feel good about yourself from the inside out. And if you need a little bit of help, it's okay. Feel good, be confident, and if you need that little extra Hall and Rye help, go ahead and do it and be proud of it. Welcome back. It's About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy. You were on the set of City Talk. We are at Dream Pilot Films in Sparks, Nevada. Tabnie, of course, welcome back again.
Thank you.
So glad you're back in town.
Love it.
Well, you are going to love our next guest.
Yay.
And you're going to say thank you for introducing me to a new best friend. So you are Shannon Dunlap,
I am.
owner of
She's hyped you up.
And we're best friends already. I miss you already.
I
Come
told
over
you.
here.
Hey, girlfriend. Hey.
I feel like when you come on City Talk, man, you become family.
You know, it's true you say that, because you were talking about Blythe and
I know.
Trace and all of these people. And then I met Tabitha just walking
Yes.
in, and it's such a nice energy. So thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for giving Dream Pilot a chance with About Town Deb to do a Deb's pick at your spa. Your nail spa. We actually went in and we did this. I'll let you talk about it.
Okay.
But I get my nails done there now, and I'm trying to be better about taking care of them and taking care of my feet. The summer's coming, and we were talking about outdoors. This month is the outdoors month, and I think we don't take care of our feet. You know, we like put lotion all the time. We're always doing that, but our feet are like helping us, keeping us, carrying us. And I don't know if we take care of them as we should.
Yeah.
But you also are the winner of the 2023 Best Nail Spa in the RGJ Community Best of Reno.
Yeah, thank you for that. And it's funny you talk about taking care in all of the segments and the people that we've been talking to today, because one of the things, I started as a Washoe County School District teacher.
Yes.
That's where this all started. So as much as I love the nails, and I have to give it up to my team because they are the ones that actually do that work. I was born and raised in Reno and started this concept. I actually taught in the south side of Chicago and then moved back to San Francisco. And I used to take my teacher friends with me to a little spot that I loved, and we would bring our own cocktails. And it occurred to me, as my twins were 6 months old, that it would be
twins?
I do. That it would be a great idea to start my own business back home. So we wrote a business plan. I moved back to Reno. I opened up Soak with my husband, and we got a full liquor license, and that was 16 years ago, and that's where it started.
So you had your grand opening at the 2nd Street.
Correct.
I was there.
You were?
I was there.
Thank you.
I was there.
Thank you.
Wasn't officially About Town Deb, but I was there.
Yeah.
So how long has it been?
16 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so go into more detail about your business. What sets Soak apart for so many other places in our area?
Thank you for asking. So when we first started, we were really one of the only places in the nation that had nails and cocktails with a full liquor license. The other thing is our cleanliness. So we started with the bowl style pedicure. We brought in an autoclave. So my dad was a dentist. And so it's the tools are the same that you would use if you're getting your teeth cleaned. Everything has to be super, super clean. So that sets us apart. We have, again, nails and cocktails. We change our seasonal pedicure every single month. So we pair the time of the year to the cocktail and so this is our Pure Fiji, tropical that we're doing for the summer. And then in the fall, we might do something a little more, pumpkin and that sort of thing. And then pair it with a cocktail that makes sense for that time.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And will you speak to men for the love of all of us?
Fix those feet and those hands.
Nail and hair care and feet care is not taboo.
I'm like, nobody wants that sandpaper under the
sheets, baby.
No. So yeah, we actually do. We have a pedicure and a nail service that we call the Bro Toast. That comes. It's more of a masculine scent, and it also comes with a Manhattan cocktail.
I think somewhere in this show there may be a commercial teasing that, and if you go to About Town Deb's social media, we got a little commercial going on there.
We did the manicure.
Manhattan.
That's the teacher in me. The manicure, that's where that creativity comes from. We also do the service that you got, the melt. So if you don't, it's just a pure hydration service. So you go in and it's like a jelly soak followed by a paraffin, like booties. We don't do that like redip stuff because that's just not it.
Got it.
Nobody wants to redip into
talk about it,
right?
No.
So, with massage and hot towel wrap
the scent
and
of some
the
steam,
aromatherapy, yes.
and your chakras. You have a chakra.
We do. So
I didn't even know which chakra to pick. I'm like, I don't know. I want them all.
They do a massage focused on. You get to choose whichever chakra.
Yes.
There's a little map, and you can pick your chakra.
For people who don't know, those are energy sources within our body.
That's right.
7 from the root to the crown.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome.
Right. Yeah, thanks.
So we're waiting on Mother Nature to get caught up, but we are already dressed for summer.
We are.
Deb is more into her blushes and her simple colors.
I am.
What are you seeing trends-wise? What can we encourage this About Town?
Yeah, excuse me for speaking over you. I didn't mean to do that, but I just get excited because this is how I think about nail polish, Deb.
Okay.
It's not a tattoo. It's a temporary.
Okay.
Like flip that in your brain. It's just a temporary. It's a temporary change.
It's hard to look
like you can
down
be
and see like
artistic, and then if you don't like it, then you can just go
Swap
back
it
in and
out.
change it, as opposed to a tattoo that you're
That's
with for
right.
life.
So what are some of these cool colors that we have
This
for the
I
summer?
love. This is, I think, the hottest color that's on the market right now from Gaudy Nails, and it's just this bright fuchsia. It looks super great on toes. And something else that if you're not really totally sure about your fingers, do the really hot on your toes. Maybe do a little bit of a lighter color, and then maybe one accent nail, or just like just dip your toe in the water, so to speak, with your nails. Just maybe do one little accent.
I will try.
On the ring finger.
Yep, that's right.
I'll try.
That's right.
Good,
I could
Deb.
put
I'm
a flower.
really glad to
Can
hear
I put
this.
a flower on it?
You can.
Do you
Some
like do that
designs.
kind of?
Yeah, we do.
Actually, Jackie Shelton was in here.
Yeah. Jackie wrote
later
the first article on soak.
I know. She's amazing. See how we all are just, it is together, we're in heart, we're connected in this community, and we want your community to be connected with us so we can share your stories.
Yeah.
We've got time for one more question and then the
Okay.
quote, just to let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to let you go. No,
Yeah.
you go.
Oh,
You
let's
go.
go. What's the question, best friend?
I'm just so grateful, for you to be on here. And I really loved what you just did speaking to Deb because, as you can tell, very vibrant, orange, yellows, I'm all about it. But the way that you described it to help those who are very safe, very, very sure,
I'm very safe.
I think you did great. But we want to not forget this
Yes.
cocktail before we
Oh.
run out of time.
Okay, so tell us which cocktail this is, and this is for this season, this month.
Well, this one, we are doing a pineapple drop this month to go with the
Ooh.
Pure Fiji, but I did bring you a sample of the pink drink, which we won Best of Reno for.
Oh, let's do a cheers
it's,
to the
it's
pink
got
drink.
a sugar rim and grapefruit and deliciousness and
Do a cheers.
Cheers,
And
girl.
I have to
I
like
was
fib. I
sniffing.
usually get this every time, except
the pink,
Sunday I had a 7-7.
the 775, which
I had-
is a riff on the French 75.
I had that.
But for our area code. So French
that
75
was
is
so
a New
good.
Orleans cocktail.
Oh.
The 775
is for Northern Nevada.
Thank you.
Come on, hit me again, baby. Hit me again. Well, and I just want to, as we close, just, remind everyone, men and women, this is solace, and you've created an oasis. Take the time to treat yourself. The massages, the cocktail, the atmosphere. You agree?
I do. And I also think you should treat your teachers. So
Oh yes,
Another
your
first
teachers.
responder are our
Okay.
teachers.
So we're gonna I'm gonna give a quote, then give your website.
Okay.
And you can book. You have 2 locations, so
We
we can
do.
book either location.
Yep.
Quote: wherever you go, no matter what the weather, you always bring your own smile. Hans Christian Andersen. And I feel like we're all here. It's been an amazing show today. I'm so honored to have you here. And thank you.
Yes, drop your site name real
Website,
quick.
one more time.
soaklounge.com. It's like soak lounge, one word.com.
Okay.
You can book, you can buy, you can see. You'll probably see us.
You
Pictures
will
of us on
see
there.
me. So thank you.
Awesome.
We will have you back again. I will
Thank
be.
you so
I already
much.
made my appointment for July.
Some
so
bright colors on her.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
You're coming next.
I'm counting on you. You know I'm coming.
no. So we're gonna take our final break. Come back with the final thank yous. It's About Town Deb, Tabnie, and Shannon with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know what? This is a new experience for me.
Well, it's kind of our first date, so I thought it'd be kind of a cool date to have.
It's a good
I
idea.
don't know. It'll be fun.
All right. Let's check this thing out.
Let's check it out.
All right. Look at this place.
I'm Debbie, and this is Sean. We made
This is
our
cool.
appointment. Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. Hey, fantastic.
Yeah. So what's this called?
So that's the pink drink. That's our signature drink.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Hey.
Is it good? Can I try yours?
You may.
Because this is what I would really do.
You're going to like that.
Wow, this is so cool. I can't even imagine this. Now it's getting kind of cold. Cheers.
Cheers.
So thank you for joining me at Soak. So cheers to my
Cheers.
newest About Town Deb's pick, Soak Nail Spa. Just a reminder, guys, you need to come down. There's 2 locations. So Sean, that means we get to go twice because right now we are on their downtown location, which is 628 West 2nd Street. So this will be our lunch date. But next time we're gonna do an evening one, and we are gonna go to their south location, which is 75 Foothill Road. Would that be called the Grove?
It is.
Do I have that right?
Yep.
I just gotta tell you, the Grove is amazing, and we can eat, you can drink. But what I'm excited about is that Soak is local. It's a local family, and you know, we both love to support our local community. So let's do one more cheers to our local community, and to friendships, and to loving life.
I love it.
I just gotta say thank you, thank you, thank you. This was so relaxing and so nice. Welcome back. It's About Town Deb and Tabnie. We're going to finish off the show telling you how much we appreciate you, how much I appreciate you. And I want to thank our sponsors. I just want to give them Design on Edge, Dream Pilot Films, Kim Surratt, Caliber Hair and Makeup, Soaks Nail
I like
Spa,
me some Shannon.
Dorinda's Chocolate, Kimmie Candies, Labels. I'm just so
Parker.
DigiPrint, Parker. We're just so grateful you're here. Any last words you would like to share?
We appreciate you. We're excited for this new set. We're excited for this new expansion of this show. We've got some things to share with you in terms of booking us to come out into the community.
That's right. Yes.
To bring About Town to you. And there's some sponsorship opportunities that'll be coming your way to these businesses.
So we're excited.
Because we can get out of here too. We love the studio, but we can.
We want to be out
field
and about.
reports together.
We want to do field reports. So we're excited. I'm going to do a final quote. This is a good one. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Neil Donald Walsh. I am so out of my comfort zone, but I love my new zone. So together we're one heart. We love you. We can't wait to see you our next show. It's About Town Deb, Tabnie. We love you. See you next show.
We'll be right back.